A single moment can alter the course of a lifetime. But where does one keep the proof of such a momentous event? Today, we craft a folio that serves as a sanctuary for our most cherished memories, be they the cards of persistent suitors or the sacred souvenirs of a proposal finally uttered. Welcome back to the quiet elegance of Rosewood Manor. I am Asara, and today we are embarking on a project of great versatility, the Regency Romance Folio. This folio may float through your journal as a grand pocket for your collection of calling cards, or perhaps it shall stand alone as a gift for a dear friend entering her first season. For our debutante, it serves a higher purpose, a place to hold the fond memories of the proposal she has long anticipated. I am delighted to announce that the templates for this very folio are now available in our Manor's Etsy boutique for your own creative pursuits. Now do take note, the Manor gates open for new creative sessions twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday. If you choose to accompany me on this promenade, I promise you this: by the time our season concludes, you shall hold not just a stack of papers, but a fully completed heirloom journal in your hands. To ensure no one loses their way, I have curated all our future lessons into a single playlist. Think of it as your personal map through the manor, allowing you to return to any chapter with ease. So do be sure to subscribe and ring the little bell. It is, after all, the only way to ensure the footman alerts you the very moment our next chapter arrives. Should you wish to procure these very same patterns and papers for your own journal, you will find a full inventory list tucked discreetly within the description box below. Now, let us begin our construction. So here's what's included in your folio kit. I went ahead and printed it all out on cardstock. So you have the base here, and it also comes with the background page, and I printed that on all of the pages. So you have the base, and then you have the decoration pages for the outside, and then you have the pocket pages, and then you have all of the ephemera pieces. And it also comes with some written instructions. Of course, you're watching the video right now, so that should make it very easy for you to assemble. For the closure, I grabbed the satin ribbon in pink and a golden key. And to ink the edges, I'm using the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in Victorian Velvet. I think that will go very well with this whole folio kit. And so I went ahead and I cut out all of the folio kit pieces, and I have inked all the edges with the Victorian Velvet ink. So next we want to score the sides of this folio. It's very important to make these score lines because that will allow enough room for all of the beautiful ephemera pieces that will go inside of this folio kit. So you want to make a score line right here on this side, and then a score line right to the left of it, right down here. Always make sure that the this is actually the outside. And this is what it then looks like. So you have a nice little space here for all the pockets and everything. And so before gluing the decorative pieces here, I want to add the ribbon first, so it's a little bit hidden. So this ribbon here is 18 inches long, so it wraps around twice, and then the key will tug it in here. But I like to add the ribbon first, like I said, to make sure that it's nice and hidden. And I marked the center of this panel, so it's nice in the center. And I'll glue a little square here. That should hold. All right. And now let's glue our pretty panels here. And you can choose which way around you'd like to use these panels. You can also use the other side as the outside. You can also do it like this and use that as the outside. But I feel the design looks a little bit better this way, but it's all a matter of taste. So before you glue it, maybe lay it out in both ways and see which one you like best. Always use a corner rounder for the edges here. There we go. This is just such a great little folio. If you are married and you had a beautiful proposal, maybe you want to add some memories into this folio. Or if you have a friend who just recently got proposed to, this is also a really pretty gift. And of course, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, it's bound to happen to a few people. So you might hear of anyone, and then you can give this as a nice little memento or a little gift to them. So, and now we have our pockets on the inside. And so, of course, you can lay these out any which way you like. You can use only one pocket. You can use all the pockets. I have cut out this heart here. To go like just so. So before gluing, it's really helpful to lay things out and to play around a little bit and just to see which layout works best for you. So I like what I have here. So let's glue them in. So remember, with the pockets, we just want to glue here on the outer 3 edges, of course. There we go. And make sure to keep the pockets within the fold line so that the folio folds well. Yeah. Here we go. This is one. And then we have a next pocket here. It's just really pretty to stack all of the different trinkets and memories and ephemera and tags. And so this is a really nice floating pocket for the journal, maybe also, if you are not gifting it. So our next signature is going to be the proposal signature. So this is going to be, of course, perfect for that. There we go. Beautiful. And these are all the different little proposal moments, a romantic dance and a proposal in the garden. Again, not too close to this edge here. Yeah, it's folding very well. How romantic, a proposal in the gazebo of the garden. And this is so easily made and so quickly made. So if for any reason last minute you hear of friends getting engaged, you can whip that up in no time. There. So this folio is already of course we'll have a big heart. At the center of it all is always love. I really believe that. Do stay with me until the final ribbon is tied. At the end of our session, I shall reveal how to customize the inner pockets to hold a secret engagement token, a detail that transforms this folio from a mere stationary holder into a true vessel of the heart. So I went ahead and I cut out all of the different ephemera and tags. And this here is a blank tag or label that you can use to personalize this folio. So if you wanted to add here a name or some names of maybe your friends who got engaged, you can do that here. You can simply write the names on it. So I kept that here, or if you have just that special person, you can also put this personalization perhaps here on the outside of it, anywhere here or here, wherever you'd like to put this. But I think this is a nice little touch. So if you want to give this to somebody special, or if you also want to put your own engagement names on it, oh, how romantic. That is so pretty. So that would go very nicely here, of course, but it's not a must. So I don't have any friends who got engaged, so I won't put a label on, but feel free. So now you can add tags, of course, to that. Any tags that you would think of that you would like, you can all stick them in here. So the bigger tag maybe goes here. And just play with it. I gave you a lot of different options. We also have even a large tag here. So we'll have this maybe here. Oh, they are so pretty. I just love these tags. So lots of options, of course. I like the image, of course, also of the house, our home, making a home together. as you are engaged. And so now, as I'm sticking them in, if anything seems to be stuck at all, simply use your bone folder and go in. This is not stuck, it's just very tight. So let's not put anything here, perhaps, because I have a little surprise for you in the end. So we'll leave this one open here. Let's see if that's... Oh, how romantic. Walk by the lake as they get engaged. Yes, so we'll fill it nicely with lots of little trinkets. Look how pretty this label is here. Oh, that is very pretty. And again, if you have any images, pictures of a proposal of your own or of your friend's proposal, you can tuck them all in here. I'm going to put the house here because I want to show you something very special here at the end. This is just little symbolic one, but I wanted to play with that. So what we are putting in here, so this is the surprise. And if you are putting this in a journal, you can definitely play with that, because we're gonna make a little ring holder, and this little ring goes in here. So this is a very cheap ring because it goes in the journal. It's not an actual engagement ring, but it is the story of the proposal. And when we are crafting, and when we are, let's say you're single and you would like to get engaged and find the one, there is a lot of power in making your vision come to life. So you are drawing your vision, you're creating your vision. So this might be a very interesting thing to do. So I thought I'll make this as real as possible. And so what you can do here, you can draw with your pencil a little cutout for the ring. So I like to do this in a U shape. When you remember a ring box or a jewelry box in general, how a jewelry box would hold jewelry, they have these cutouts, and so that pops out like so, and so the ring goes in like so. And in this case, it will be in here. There we go. And this special gift goes then into the main center pocket. There it is. How exciting. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. So if you are visualizing to getting engaged to the one and getting married, this is a lovely way of manifesting your world. So, and if you simply want to complete your story of the journal, you can do that as well. So these are very, very cheap, inexpensive little rings that you can find everywhere on Amazon. If I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it below for you so you can get it. It's probably just a couple dollars, really. But it is just a nice symbol. So now we want to close this. And to close this, I have here a golden key to the heart. And so we'll put that in as a closure. So it's good to have a key with a nice opening on the top. So to measure where to make this knot, I like to tie it around the journal like so. So I can see exactly where it would go in. So it should go like here in the middle. So this is where we want to tie the key. So hold on to that place so it doesn't lose its place. There we go. And to make sure it's a satin ribbon, I'm going to make a double knot. So let's wrap it around like so. And then we'll put the key in like so. To make this look nice, we'll cut this. There it is, a folio fit for the most significant of memories. Whether you use it to store the cards of a certain Lord Ashbury or the petals from a proposal morning, it is now a part of your own heirloom history. But do not let your guard down just yet, for the most romantic day of the season is nearly upon us. This coming Friday, we return to finalize Signature 4, the proposal. The question has been asked, the answer has been given, and we shall bind the conclusion of our romantic journey in the finest lace the manor has to offer. Ensure you are subscribed and a manor bell has been rung, for you will not want to miss the grand finale of our courtship. Yours in lace and ribbon and with much love, Asara. Good day.